for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, Coach Squeeze of the Rize Podcast, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. How y'all doing, man? God bless each and every one of you in the chat. Man, with a tough week, but we made it through. Thank God every time you make it through, it's a peace and blessing. And if you're going through something, make sure you talk to somebody, man, and take care of your health, man. Put the right stuff in your body and enjoy this ride until it comes to an end. You know, so be humble and thankful. All right, y'all know what we do over here. Let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD promotion. Redesigning mind, one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out www.kanichibad.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, go over to www.NarSlipGallery.org. Go over to the Damari page and support his artistry in the ring and out of the ring. Shout out to Richie Baby for the 5 intros and edits. R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vanguard Williams Jr. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion featuring Miss Nikki, a.k.a. Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy. Shout out to EOE Education Over Everything. My brother movement, he got some projects coming up. Shout out to Hardcore Boxing News. Keep him in y'all prayers. Just Do Boxing, Ant McQueen Boxing, Stretched Out Boxing. Don't forget to go down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your shirts at Central's 12 Rows for $7. Also, go over to the RisePodcast.com. Get your merch. Shout out to AO Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear and Clothing Line, Richie Threads, Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do. And everybody in the chat who support us, show us love. Last but not least, Official Gear Boxing. Y'all know who it is. Y'all can say it with me in the chat. Turkey, Alice Sheik, and the boys. 1, 2, 3, box. Raw.
Yo, what up? Stressed Out Boxing, what it do? Lord's 4500, how you feeling? Kevin House, my guy. What's going on? What you doing? Been broke before Raphael Boxing, yo, what's happening? Big Bray. Shout out to you on Fun. And the kids, man. I seen your trifecta. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Big Ray. Hell of a job you doing, you know what I mean? Could nominate you for Father of the Year, you know what I mean? But you had to come and run us up, you know what I mean? Because I'm taking the crown. UCLA Carter, what's going on, champ? How you feeling? Stressed Out Boxing, Clay Robinson, Boss Dog. What's going on? Hope everybody had a great day today. It's Friday. I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all stay tuned for this fight tomorrow, Lorenzo Chuck Simpson versus Jahi Tuck, I believe it's gonna be a barn burner. You do not want to miss it. The Chosen One, what's up, champ? How you feeling? So make sure y'all watching that fight tomorrow. It's on ESPN Plus. And if y'all in the building, hit me up. I'll be in Jersey tomorrow, man. I'm coming up. I'm gonna come up and go to the fight, man. So if y'all want to support the gas money, you know what I mean? Little roll snacks. There go the Cash App right there. GESSUS. Appreciate you. But I will be up there covering the fight. And I didn't know Titus. I didn't know Sniper was on the fight. I didn't know Sniper was fighting tomorrow. So he on the card too, man. You want to look out for him too. Titus Ashe making his return to the ring, man. So yeah, I'm coming up tomorrow. I'm gonna support the event. I'm gonna take off. I took off work already tomorrow. So if y'all want to help with gas money, support, you know what I mean, snacks, roll snacks, whatever, there go to Cash App. Everything is greatly appreciated. Shout out to the best moderator on YouTube. I don't care what nobody say. Miss Melanie Queen 27. Miss Shara, how you feeling today? What's up, Squeeze? How you feeling? How was your day?
All right, what's going on?
Man, slow motion, man. Slow motion. Just trying to get myself ready.
Also, y'all, a reminder, shout out the 2 number 1 in the country from out of Upton Boxing Center, Montana, Showtime, a.k.a. Showtime, and Damian Cook, a.k.a. Shake and Bake, 2 national champions, number 1 in the country at the Junior Olympics in Vegas. And I was trying to do something for the kids to show them some love. So my Cash App up. I'm gonna put my money in the hat to give them a few dollars and congratulate them for their hard work. So anybody want to show them some love, I'm going in my hat too and putting something in an envelope for the kids myself. But if you want to contribute, there's my Cash App, and the proceeds will go to Shake and Bake and Montana, aka Showtime, so I could give them an envelope Monday and show the appreciation of their hard work, because there's going to be many more to come. Shout out to them, man.
Definitely. What's going on, though, Squeeze? Talk to me, man. We had the weigh-in for Truck and Jahi Tucker. Very interesting. I like the fight. I like it. I like the feistiness. I like the back and forth. You know what I mean? And we also had a press conference today for Bud and Canelo. What's your thoughts?
The face-off was nasty. The face-off was intense. You know, the build-up, I think they're doing a great job for the build-up. And, you know, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see this fight, man. The eyes is all on Bud. The eyes all on Bud, man. The face-off was very intense. You know Bud ain't backing down from no smoke. Let's see what Bud got. We already seen what the Charlo brother did. I know it ain't gonna look like that.
Let me ask you a question. Is it possible, you know what I mean, Bud can go in there and lay down?
No.
Because a lot of people they posted a dinner, they posted a picture. They had dinner together last night before the press conference. You know, a lot of people were saying they working out a deal to make sure they get 2 fights and things like that. It's a bunch of conspiracy theories. What's your thoughts on that?
You know, my thoughts on that is you can't. What people feel is to understand. You can't tell a person how to feel, how to think. That different stuff cross people's minds, you know, but we'll find out, you know, we'll find out in due time, but it's all built up, in my opinion. You know, people gonna say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, it's all built up.
I'm still going with Bud. I think Bud takes Canelo down. That's oh shit. Shit me. Oh man. I think I got Bud. You'll get 2 fights no matter who lose. Yeah, I'm just like what they was talking about in the blogs and stuff today. I was looking at while I was at work.
Yeah, I'm excited about the fight. I'm excited about it, but Bud gonna have to really bring it, man. Bud gonna really have to bring it, and this is a whole nother level, man. Canelo used to fighting at that weight, man. Getting hit on by those guys in that heavier division. And let's see, man. Let's see how Bud works. If anybody could pull it off and come up out of those couple weight divisions, is Bud. Bud is the guy that's looking to push the envelope. You know, he doing crazy stuff. He jumped to 54, no tune-up fight, took on a top 3, top 5 fighter at 54, metro him off. Now he's stepping up, fighting the name, one of the biggest names in the sport now, on his way out, man. And let's go, man. Let's go. But people gonna have their little conspiracy theories, and you can't knock that. You can't. That's just human nature. I don't see it. I don't got no whiff of it. Not with no Bud. Bud a different animal. He ain't selling out.
I don't know, champ. I don't know.
Bud ain't laying down for nobody.
No. I agree with you totally. I think we're gonna get a good one with that one too. But I'm really interested with Canelo and Bud. I think we're gonna get a good one. I think Bud get him. I'm going with Bud.
No, if
I'm listening. What up, Ace?
If Bivol, he went toe-to-toe with Bivol, a big boy, yo. And I'm gonna watch that tonight too. I'm gonna rewatch that tonight, man. That's just like Bud getting in there fighting Bivol. Like, I'm just keeping it, man.
Let me ask you a question real quick,
It's a dangerous fight for Bud.
Let me ask you a question, Squeeze. How long you been coaching?
About 20, 30 years.
Brian King, what's up? How you been, champ? So in your 20 or 30 years, how long has triangle theories worked?
Huh?
How long has triangle theories worked?
Triangle theory.
Yes. Oh, he ain't beat him, but he fought him and all that. Nah, that don't. Bud and Bivol is a whole different subject. We talking about Bud and Canelo. I got Bud beating Canelo. I ain't worrying about Bivol. I get what you're saying, but you know what I mean. I ain't worrying about Bivol, champ.
I'm just keeping it a buck, man. I'm talking about taking that type of punishment in that weight class. I use Bivol for a facsimile.
I got you. I'm just saying, like, me personally, you betting on that fight?
No.
Huh?
No.
Oh, all right. Double or nothing?
I just want to enjoy the fight.
Cause with my guy Ralph 707, I'm still waiting on my crab cake, Ralph. Crazy, Ralph. Oh shit. Wait a minute, I'll be right back, Squeeze. I gotta get this done. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I just trying to keep it a buck, man. From 147 to 168, no tune-up fight, man. And the bottom line, man. Bottom line. Yeah. Bottom line. So that's a big task, man. Canelo, yo, you going straight to the juggler, man. Oh man. You see how Nate Carter said, I got Canelo by decision 2K. Bud don't got nothing to lose. Bud don't got nothing to lose, a whole lot to gain. Canelo, man, a strong boy, man. He done been in there with Triple G 3 times. 3 times. And people not, I'm a Bud fan, man. Die hard. But I want to keep it real too. Man. I'm talking boxing and disparities, man. Yeah. Definitely, man. That was a tough one. That was a tough one he had with Birdie B. That was a tough one. Go back and watch that fight. If he couldn't walk over Madrimov, what you make him think he gonna walk over Canelo, man? Props out to him, though, man. Props out to him. I'm just man. I don't know what to say, man. I know that. This one of them ones, man, where it's just gonna have to play out for me, man. I like Bud and I like Canelo. Both of them two are my favorite fighters. I like their styles and everything. But I would love to see Bud pull it off. I would love to see Bud pull it off. I would love to see him pull it off, man. Why you mad, Toya? Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Thanks for the love in the chat. But if y'all want to look out for the youngins, send it to the Cash App because you know they're going to get a part of that. That's why I say send it to the Cash App. That way I can give it to them directly and present it to them on the podcast because they're going to put their hand in it if you put it up on the screen. And we don't want that. We want the babies to get that. But if you put it up on the screen, they're not going to be able to get it. They're going to have to wait for it. So I want to be able to present something to them when they come back. If I got going, I'm going in my pocket. If I'm going to give them what I got, then All right, y'all, let's bring them in. The incomparable, the insubmittable,
No, that's all you, man.
the architect of a plethora of boxing knowledge in a visual, insightful, Tom Brady-ish manner. A husband, a father, a cat and dog lover. Our New York affiliate, the one, the only, brother Ant McQueen in the building.
Squeeze, what up, what up, what up?
Just staying prayed up, man, and just moving along and just trying to enjoy life while God breathing it into my lungs. That's it, man. And help who I can. And I'm just trying to build a better relationship with my kids and my grandkids. That's all, man. That's all I ask for. Pray one day I can get that big scratch off or Mega Million or Powerball so I can hang up my cleats at working for anybody and travel with this boxing.
Oh, man. That is a beautiful dream right there to have. And it's more than possible, yo. It's more than possible. Travel, boxing, in whatever capacity, whether it's training or talking about it, however.
I just want to really be able to lock all the way in and become a full-time ambassador for the sport. Travel like Earl Watts and his sons. Every time you see any type of fighting, you see me in the background. I ain't like, damn, yo, what Coach Squeeze doing there? You know, I dream about that.
Yeah, man, them Watson twins, you see them everywhere. every event, they front and center. So that would be awesome. And just to think, yo, people get paid for that. And then you got the other people, the pundits who get paid to just talk about boxing.
Yeah.
Jim Lampley and Brian Custer and Jim Gray, and you know what I mean, like Larry Merchant. What's my man's name? The historian, God bless his soul. Bert Sugar.
Yeah.
And even on the literature side of things, Carlos Acevedo, you know what I mean? Like people write books about boxing. I was just looking at Norman Mailer's book the other day, The Fight. So yeah, there's just so many lanes, so many avenues to traverse down and be successful and not even really work. You know what I'm saying? Because as the saying goes, you know, you love what you do, you ain't really working for real.
That's just like, I want to direct this to everybody in the chat. If you don't have a sense of direction in life, where you want to go, what you want to see, whether it come to fruition or not, people and family in the chat, you got to have them. Because when you reach them, it's gratifying, but you don't go, what is your purpose in this life? What legacy are you going to leave? What people going to say when you're gone? I know people say, I don't care what nobody think about me. Yeah, that's cliche-ish in a sense, but we care to a certain degree. If it's the truth or if it's lies. But at the end of the day, your legacy gonna live on and speak for you. Like my son lived for 2 days, but I talk about my son all the time. He'd have been 34, 35 years old. You know, he had 2 days. That's a 2-day legacy. And I'm still talking about him today. So whether you want to or not, you will be remembered by what you presented in this life.
Had to hit Miss Sharp with the special effects. I agree with you 1000%. And it even goes beyond just the legacy. It's on a daily basis. You know, on a daily basis, we're leaving an imprint, whether we think about it or not. So it probably is better to have a little bit more control over the influence that you do have. And the control is the way that you carry yourself, the way that you conduct yourself, and just through your intentions. Most importantly, that's the main thing, your intentions. And then from there, trying your best to make sure that your intention and your deeds are congruent. You know what I mean? They're in harmony. There's no discord. Or like the Chan Buddhists, like they say, they have this way of paying tribute to people. Instead of just mourning them, you look at somebody that passed on and the traits, the qualities and characteristics that they had that you admire. You take those things, you internalize them, and you try to embody them to the best of your ability. And if this person was a generous person, then try to be as generous as you can. If this person was a courageous person, then you take that on and you carry it with you. And all of us, we're learning things from one another just through osmosis, being around one another. So
I just want to be around positivity. But let me jump on this. I know you probably know, but I'm gonna give you a refresher.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Montana, aka Showtime, and Damian Cook, aka Shake and Bake, #1 in the nation at the 2025 Junior Olympic Summer Festival in Vegas. Coming back, the Upton 2 gold medalists. And once again, if you want to contribute anything to the 2 young men, you can send it to my Cash App, which you see up there. That way I can present it to them on the Rize podcast and show these babies a little love. Everything count, 50 cents, $1. It don't, because I know it's tough times. You know, but I just want to show them a little love.
What up, at?
Seeing you, what up?
I can't call it Fritz. What's going on? Miss Lisa Smith, how you doing? D33284.
2 gold medalists.
What's going on? Yeah, definitely.
2 gold medalists. That is nothing to sneeze at.
While y'all at it, I need all my prayer warriors to send a prayer out for Miss Olivia Pope. Bad Girls Promotions. She had a procedure done yesterday, so she healing up now. Everything went good, but she home healing up. She gotta sit herself down, relax, and heal up. So, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all send the prayer warriors out there. You know what I mean? Send a couple prayers up for Miss Bad Girls Promotion, Olivia Pope. And like I said, we road trip tomorrow. We going to the truck and Jahi Tucker fight. We're gonna cover that. So if y'all want help with gas money, road snacks, a meal, they go to Cash App, $GESSUS. Appreciate y'all early. What's going on, Ant? How you feeling?
I'm feeling phenomenal, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm feeling phenomenal.
Ant, the man I've been waiting to see. What's your thoughts on this fight tomorrow, Ant? This is a big one. And it's a real 50-50 fight.
It is. I'm wrapping my mind around it. I ain't gonna lie. Did you see the weigh-in?
Yeah, I seen it. What's your thoughts? That's why
I know Jahi Tucker is a dog, and I don't want to belittle him in any way or demean him in any way, but he looked just a little timid when Truck turned it up on him.
We here to talk boxing. You can't be biased, man.
But I be just trying to be diplomatic because I don't want to. I don't want to be unfair.
We need your fair assessment, though.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give it to you as fair as possible without making the man sound soft or something like that. I ain't saying he's soft because clearly he doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? He getting in the ring. But when Truck started to turn it up and put the finger in his face and you ain't gonna touch me and this and that and the third, he looked a little timid. And from what I understand, from a reliable source, Cornbread wilding out. From a reliable source, that sparring session was very, very competitive between the two of them. From according to somebody who witnessed
Who they
it.
say won the spawn?
I heard that Truck looked very, very good in that sparring. That not that the Jahi didn't do his thing, but Truck looked very good. That's just what I heard. And then just seeing the two today when he was getting in his face and pointing the finger and all this, you ain't gonna touch me, and my man was looking like he was ready to turn the other way. So maybe psychologically, Truck might have a little edge on him. And he's looking lean too.
I'm going with Truck anyway. It's a lot on the line for Truck. I'm going with Truck. I think, you know what I mean, he back on the right track. He back home, you know what I mean, with his team. I think, you know what I mean, I think he have a dominant performance.
If he has a dominant performance, that would be very impressive, yo. Very impressive.
Especially against
very impressive.
Jahi Dog.
No, he is. He is. I was looking at his last fight, the one he had with Troy Williamson. And he was getting busy. He was letting his hands go. So that's another thing that I'm thinking about, because the only knock that I personally have against Truck is I just feel like sometimes he a little too conservative. Just a little too conservative. Them two fights that he lost, he had that, a majority decision and a split decision. Mm-hmm. He got outworked in those fights. It wasn't even like them guys was better than him skill-wise. He just got outworked.
Well, first of all, thanks for the love and the cash app. You know who you are. Like I said, every little bit gonna go to the kids. I'm gonna go in my pocket too and show them some love, man. I'm so proud of both of them. Y'all don't know what they put their bodies through and sacrifice these young men. And we gotta reward them and let them know that people rooting for them. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Melody Queen 27, been a member for 16 months. For any donations, support Cash App, $GEESSUS, Coach Squeeze without the E on the end, please, and then thank you.
He's looking lean, senior. So I'm hoping that the work rate is up there.
What Spawn rough drafting and the final edit is two totally different things. Does it give you a psychological advantage? To a certain degree, it does. If you out chest the guy and Spawn, you can see things that I could beat him with. But then on fight night, that guy that you got the best of and Spawn could make adjustments too. Now, the question is, can he execute on the adjustments that he made? That's the question.
That's a very good question.
Come fight night, which makes it exciting about the sport, is the lead up to the fight. The banter back and forth. Somebody got to be wrong tomorrow night, and we gonna see who it is.
Squeeze, we need that on a t-shirt. Somebody got to be wrong tomorrow night. And it's all facts, man. It's all facts. And that's what I'm curious to see, because I know that Jahi like to push the pace. And Truck is one of them guys where he like to pick his shots. He's not as active, but he's very precise. So what I'm looking to see tomorrow night is who is going to make the adjustment. Is Truck going to pick his output up, or is he going to find a way to slow Jahi down, and vice versa? Can Jahi swamp him in that with the activity? And can he do it safely? Because, like I said, the two losses that Truck got, they was razor thin. He ain't get outclassed.
Why not? He
ain't get his butt whooped. Yeah, the majority decision was I ain't gonna say a little, that was shaky. But even still, I could understand why the judge that gave it to him, gave it to the other guy. Because there was spots in that fight where I was watching, I was like, Truck, you just gotta let your hands go at this point, because this guy is just working. Even if he ain't being super efficient, it's just the optics. It looks like he's working, and you just being very conservative. But I'm excited to see how it plays out, because you made a fantastic point about the whole sparring. Sparring could have went one way, but the reason why I mentioned the psychological edge is because what I heard about the sparring, and then just seeing the way they look today, face to face, when they did the face off, Truck looked like the guy. You know how you can see somebody in a confrontation, and one person, their body language looks like they're the more assertive, more dominant person in the exchange, and the other one is a little bit more passive. But who knows? Tomorrow night it could be something different. I think that Jahi, he a dog for sure, and he works. He let his hands go and all that stuff. But I just, like you said, Squeeze, you said it perfectly. I want to see how it plays out.
You got two young brothers. Out to make state claim at the 160-pound division. This a do or die fight for both of these guys. Now, the one that doesn't get his hand raised in victory tomorrow, I don't think it would hurt him too bad if they put on a hell of a performance and don't get the nod. But if either one of these guys look like trash tomorrow, it will hurt their stock tremendously. If we have a barn burner, razor thin, edge, guts, glory fight tomorrow night, there will be a part 2, ladies and gentlemen. And you heard it from the Smoothie King live on the Rize podcast.
Squeeze, you must have been reading my mind, because that's exactly what I was going to ask you. What do these guys' stock look like depending on how the fight plays out? And you said it perfectly.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Loyalty over dinero. Thanks for the color in the chat. The Truck fight ain't going all 10. Thanks for the support, champ.
Hey, Squeeze, I gotta take care of something real quick. Hey, Ant, appreciate you for coming in, holding it down. Shout out to everybody on the podcast. I gotta jump off early. I gotta take care of something so I can get ready for tomorrow. Appreciate everybody whoever gonna help in the Cash App for Showtime and Shake and Bake, and whoever want to help with the road trip up there to the Truck fight tomorrow. Appreciate y'all, whoever helped, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in, man. I see y'all tomorrow. I might do a road show. I don't know. So I'll see y'all later.
All right. Yeah. Get me. I'm a do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to sit back. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to let this young man cook. Take my book. This is my book, a fight book. Old, but I'm going to open up the book and I'm going to give it to Ant McQueen. What's your perception in every facet of the way that comes to your mind when you think about this fight with Lorenzo Truck Simpson and Jahi Tucker as a fight fan? The floor is yours.
Well, I think it's going to be a very exciting fight, just based on the style clash. That's the thing that I'm really, really thinking about. As I said a couple minutes ago, who is going to force the other guy to adjust? Who is going to take the lead? Who's going to be first, third, and so on and so forth? Because, like I said, Jahi is busy. That guy is heavy on the gas. And then you got Truck, where he's just very, very, very methodical, very precise. He picks his shots well. So I'm excited to see that. As of late, there's been a lot of conversation about the whole running thing and guys needing to fight and no Tom and Jerry. I don't think there's going to be any Tom and Jerry come tomorrow night. As you pointed out, they're both two young brothers, and you know generally how it goes when two black fighters get in the ring with each other. Those guys usually fight each other hard. We've got a long history of it, going back to Floyd Patterson and Sonny Liston, Ali, Haglin, Hearns, Riddick Bowen, Evander Holyfield. I feel like tomorrow night's fight is going to be another chapter in that book. I think it's just going to be a fantastic fight. And I'm also curious to see what happens moving forward with these guys. Like you had alluded to before, 160 is a division where we got Adames, we got Janabek, and then after that, it's kind of seemingly open. So one of these guys can establish themselves as a real player in the division. So I'm very curious to see how it plays out. And I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be a dynamite fight.
That's what you got for me?
That's what I got. I just think it's going to be an exciting fight, man. I think it's going to be an exciting fight. And it has some real implications because, once again, 160, you got Janabek and then you got Adames. After that, who is there really? All the other guys that were at 160, they moving up to 168. So the guy who's able to establish themselves here, they could do some real things. They could do some real things, man. As a matter of fact, I'm about to look at the rankings right now. I'm always looking at that, see who could potentially be in the next position. Salute to Rick Timms, man.
Salute Rick Timms. Both of them could fight at 68 too.
Yeah, they can. They can definitely fight at 68, but the thing with 68 is, you know, you got a few more established names up there. I think that with these two guys fighting at 60, they could really get that division popping. Because outside of those two names right there, I can't really think of anybody else. We just had Hamza Shiraz, but he just moved up to 168. I got to go through these rankings and see who's.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely, man. Yep, definitely. I think the first thing comes to my mind when I got the Jahi Tucker, Lorenzo Truck Simpson fight manifested in my mind immediately I did my homework on Jahi Tucker. Not a lot of special effects. I don't see nothing real crafty and sneaky about him. A solid fighter, still growing in the ring. Don't know nothing about his amateur background. Haven't really saw a lot of him. But the build-up, the live weigh-in was very high intense. I'm thinking he's going to bring everything he has to pull this victory off. And Lorenzo, if he wanted to become the superstar that everybody knew he could become, this is a must-win fight for him. For both of those guys' career. Bottom line.
True indeed. For me, I would say with Jahi Tucker, I actually think it's the opposite, Squeeze. I think that there's a little bit too much special effects a lot of the time. Like, especially watching his last fight with Troy Williamson. That was the thing that had me frustrated. And his dad was barking orders from the corner. He was telling him just like, yo, just keep it sound. Work behind your jab. Because the one thing I noticed about Jahi, he's really, really good athletically. Like, he's got good agility, good coordination, his reflexes and all that other stuff, but his technique isn't necessarily refined. So he'll throw a lot of shots and he'll be falling over the front foot, but then he'll be able to bail himself out of tough positions due to his athleticism. Like, he is a very good athlete. So I don't know if tomorrow night is the fight where he's more sound. But 23, I think that's the thing that gets him hit. It's the fact that he doesn't adhere to the fundamentals. He got a little bit of that Emmanuel Augustus drunken master type of stuff going on with him.
That ain't gonna work with Trump.
Like, you see him, he'll throw a right hand, he'll fall in, pivot out, and dip and move and all this other stuff. Like I said, he's very agile, very talented, very athletic, but he just does not adhere to the fundamentals consistently enough. And I was getting pissed because I actually wrote notes when I was watching this last fight. I had to think about it for a second. Look, I wrote everything down from round to round. This was his fight versus Troy Williamson. And it was just up and down, up and down.
Can't hate.
Like I was saying, he's got talent. He showed a pretty decent inside game. He's got a solid jab. He's just very inconsistent with his application. And he's more reliant on his athleticism. He uses athleticism as a tactic and not a tool. And I feel like once he gets to the point where he flips that around, I think he'll be a lot better. And I don't know if tomorrow night is the night that he does it, though, Squeeze. I don't know if tomorrow night is that night.
I mean, that's plausible. That's very plausible. May the best man win tomorrow night. This what makes boxing great. When you have the 12 chambers of death, when Bruce Lee went up to each floor and fought each different style a different way, he became the master. He was able to adjust to every style on each level. But one thing Bruce Lee did not change, and he had the advantage over everybody, was his lightning fast hands, cat-like reflexes that was unreal, and his ability to fire off at a rapid pace, which none of those styles mattered because he overcame them with speed.
Yeah, man. You just reminded me. I gotta finish reading his book, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. He talks about that being formless and all that stuff, and just being whatever it is that you need to be in the moment to deal with whatever it is that's in front of you. Yeah, 23. That's the other thing I was looking at. I was like, man, the form on his punches. Cause there were a couple of times where he shook Buddy up, but I'm like, yo, if he would have turned that joint over, like all the way, or even just if when he threw the shot, he would have been in a true boxer stance, so to speak, and he would have been able to transfer the weight from his feet all the way up to his legs and so on and so forth, and turn the shot over. Sometimes he'll just be slapping. He'll just be slapping shots. I'm like, yo, it's fascinating and frustrating to watch simultaneously. It's equally frustrating and equally fascinating because there's moments where you see him do certain things in the ring and it's like, damn, the talent, it's apparent. But then you see him do all the sloppy stuff and it's like, bro, if you were to just focus that. And I think that's where I'm even gonna say Truck has the edge. I think Truck is more sound without a doubt. Without a doubt. Just between the two. We just talk about fundamentals. Truck is not a sloppy fighter. He's not a cumbersome fighter. He's pretty damn good as far as the textbook goes. So that may be something that could get Jahi in trouble. Being a little too wild, being a little too reckless. You mess around, you get caught by something. Putting yourself in a bad position.
I hear what you're saying. All right, I'm looking. I sparred Montana, the kid, #1 in the country. I sparred them for 6 rounds, 3-minute rounds. The kid has so much knowledge for a 10-year-old, with 3 years into the sport. The rapid pace that he's going at. It was a chess match. It was a mirror image. He's a southpaw, I'm a southpaw. But I edged him with a little bit more knowledge right now. But he had more athleticism, the more energy. The point I'm leading up to, it's whoever gonna make the right moves at the right time and execute the game plan. It's gonna come out. Floyd Mayweather was the best to do it from offense to defense to offense, standing in the pocket in harm's way, rolling, slipping, because he was dedicated to the sport. He drunk, eat, sleep, piss. He handmade his fortune. And he made a lot of sacrifices. So the boxers today, Floyd Mayweather laid out the blueprint to success. And that's being the best you can be and putting the work in at all times.
Yeah, but the thing is, athleticism, when it isn't harnessed, it can go from being a strength to a liability just based off of positioning, because you don't want to put yourself in bad position. It's one thing to be athletic, but you want to be able to do it to where you can minimize the other person's opportunities. But if you jumping in and falling in and so on and so forth, crossing your feet are parallel when they shouldn't be, or you're in a bad position where you can't defend yourself from certain shots, don't matter how athletic you are, that's problematic at that point, because now you're imbalanced. You don't have a good base, and that is somewhat concerning for me for Jahi Tucker. It's just like, how sound can he stay? because he's got the athleticism. I think he's incredibly athletic. Just seeing some of the things that he can do naturally, that a lot of other guys would have to work forever to get.
How low is Jahi?
How low is he in terms of what?
How old is he?
Oh, you said how old? Oh, he's a baby. He's like 22.
He that young?
He's young like that.
Truck,
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, him and
yeah,
Truck,
he's 22. He's 22.
Oh man, he got plenty. He got plenty of time to grow. This is a good fight for him.
Yeah, and I hope that regardless of how it plays out, both guys are allotted or afforded, I should say, the opportunities to not only grow in the sport, but also to maintain a level of relevance. You know, you can't just be throwing guys away. Like I was watching this video earlier, Teddy Atlas was talking about various fighters who they got off to rocky starts in their careers and they ultimately became champions. So regardless of how it goes, I hope that both guys are afforded opportunities to continue to grow in the sport, because it seems like fighters have become somewhat expendable over the years, you know? And especially for guys to be 22 years old and so on and so forth. They don't need to be thrown away. They don't need to be thrown away.
I'm excited about this fight tomorrow night, and I'm going to make sure I'll be watching it. I'm excited about it.
Likewise. I was looking at some ticket prices today, and I was like, I don't know.
Undaunted Truck 25. You got two babies in their prime, two babies in their 20s. They got a fruitful career if they conduct themselves properly in and out of the ring.
Hey, I may even have to disagree with you, Squeeze.
On what, babe?
The prime part. 22 and 25. These young men ain't even hit their prime yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was philosophically speaking. I know they 22, 25, but from a philosophical point that they're hitting and trending to that direction in their careers. So let me reiterate that for the ones that probably, took it that way. And I'm saying it in a cliche-ish manner in boxing terms. But I
agree with the overall sentiment, though, Squeeze. I agree with the overall sentiment.
I've definitely said on the back end that
they
have their whole career in front of them. So I put those two together. Yeah, I meshed those two together. But I can see how you could, take that and misinterpret that what I said.
Because I mean, 22. Like you said, you still got a lot to learn at 22 and 25. Still got a lot to learn. The body is probably further ahead of the mind as far as maturity is concerned, but the two, they're not lockstep yet. They're not married yet. The prime, the fifth. That's when I look at the prime. The prime to me is like when the physical and the mind, when they're in alignment. That's the prime, where it's like, man, I could do everything. I'm strong. I'm fast. Yada yada yada. But not only that, but I can process everything too. You know what I mean? Acuity, sharpness, understanding. Because you got a lot of these, just in life in general, you're doing things, but you don't really have the full understanding of what you're doing. You're doing things, but it's not as efficiently. It's not as effective as it's gonna be. Like once you get to your prime, so But overall, I agree with the sentiment 1000%. These guys got a lot of career in front of them, regardless of how it goes. Hey, one of my favorite fighters right now at the moment is Tevin Farmer. That dude had what, 6 losses before he became a champion?
And 3 of them losses is suspect. 3 or 4 of those losses is highly suspect.
Hell, I mean, one of them he got stopped. He got stopped by Jose Pedraza before, as Jose Pedraza was scaling his way up to becoming a champion. And that's why I have a lot of admiration for Tevin Farmer. And just like what he's about, the whole never too late. His philosophy, man, it's remarkable to see in this day and age. Because he could have easily gave up on himself and said, you know what, this boxing thing, it just ain't for me. As a matter of fact, Senior sent me something today where a guy lost his professional debut and then cried afterwards and quit, like in the ring. So to see a guy amass a certain number of losses and then still not give up on his dream of becoming a champion. I shouldn't even say that because he was a champion before he received the title, but not giving up on himself before he could have proof of concept, before he could have the evidence, because that's what the belt is. The evidence, it's the evidence of being a champion. You know what I'm saying? Becoming somebody that you needed to become to achieve something. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I just can't wait till tomorrow night. God, just let me be in, grant me the ability to see this fight tomorrow night. Don't let nothing block it. Truck, let's go, team Truck. This is now and forever. He young, but if you're going to be that prospect that everybody thought you was going to be, this is the time. This is the time. Yeah.
Hey, he might pull a Chauncey Billups. Remember, Chauncey Billups came into the league and he ain't become that guy until he got to Detroit. At some point, people were looking at him like, maybe he's not the guy we thought he was. When he was with the Celtics, when he was with the Raptors, when he was with Minnesota, Chauncey bounced around for a little while. And people were giving up hope. And then he ended up becoming Mr. Big Shot, perennial all-star, champion, Hall of Famer, all that stuff. So I definitely feel like this is an opportunity for Truck Simpson to not forget about the other people, to prove himself right. Prove himself right first, and then everybody else, they'll follow. But prove himself right. Because I looked at him today, and he looked lean. He looked shredded. This is probably the best shape I've seen him in a minute. And just for him to cut the extra 8 pounds, to come down from 168 to 160, he clearly put the work in. So to me, that's what I was about to say, Squeeze. That to me shows that he hasn't given up on himself, that he was willing to put himself through that, to sacrifice, to maximize his opportunity. So salute to both of them guys, regardless of how it goes. I'm just happy as a fan of the sport that we're getting one of these fights like this, where you got 2 young guys, 22, 25, and it's just awesome to see. Because how often do we see nowadays where these fights over-marinate?
Yup.
We was talking about Spence Crawford for about 6 years before we actually got it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, there's still people right now arguing about Tank and Shakur and this one and that one and that one and that one. So when you see 2 young guys in there, it's awesome to see. It's awesome. Now, I agree. I drove old cars and no homo necessary. It's all right to, tip your cat and be like, this dude, he handled business. He's sharp, man. Sharp as attack. Looking good, man. But, it's time for me to eat dinner, Squeeze. I always got to hit you with the what's the name? Small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. Peace.
Well, all right. Peace, Ant. Another spectacular show, man. The unforbiddable Ant McQueen once again came through and dropped them gems on us. Much love to him and his family. And I'm going to take this time and moment to everybody in the chat. I'm sending a heartfelt prayer out to all of y'all in the chat. Press the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get these numbers up, man, so we can start writing these checks, get that YouTube plat, so we can do a lot for the kids, have more stuff for you guys in the chat. And I know times are tough and hard. I know. But I appreciate when y'all do step up to the plate. You can't do it all the time. But the most important thing, y'all come over here, support us. And Titus, Ashe, we're not going to forget him. He's fighting tomorrow night. So, Upton, let's sweep the weekend. 2 national champions, #1 in the country. And let's sweep Saturday night. I love y'all. God bless y'all. May God touch y'all family. And anybody that's going through something, send the right person their way to pick them up, inspire them, encourage them. You either going to love them or just leave them alone. Don't love them at all. Don't be 1 foot in with your love when it's beneficial to you. That's not real love. That's an opportunist. So, Maurice Jones, what it do, y'all? Stretched out. My boy in the building, Maurice Jones. Make sure y'all go over there to his podcast and show him Four Corners Boxing, our New York affiliates. Much love to the Queen. Yes, it has been for me too, and it be for a lot of us. I'm sending my prayers to y'all once again, man. It's the Smoothie King of the Rize podcast, All Access International, Ant McQueen. And don't forget, if you want to send some love to the fighters and my Cash App, I will make sure that they get it. Every little bit count. There go my Cash App up on the screen. It will be well appreciated. I'm going to go in my pocket also and give them show them some love. I'm so proud of them. Oh, man, you welcome. You welcome. That's what I want to do. Just love and encourage, uplift. I don't want to be nothing else. On that note, peace and head grease. May y'all have a blessed, prosperous, and safe weekend. Catch the fights tomorrow night.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young